Hi there, welcome to City Skylines Riverdance. This is episode 36, and I've done so much offline, I'm going to have to show that to you in a few minutes. But first, part of what I'm trying to do right now is just get enough residential in here to make the game happy. And to do that, I have to get in more parks, so you just have to bear with me here. And then I will take you for a couple of first persons and we'll discuss, I guess I should try doing that. And we'll discuss all the changes I made offline here. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Let's not get freaky here. Okay, we can just do it this way now. Well, except for this last part, which I need to be able to. There. Okay, so we have water, we have electricity. Okay. And we have medical over here that can get to them. And these guys can get to them. Medical and death care. Police department. Well, they can get to them. I don't know if they will or not. Or fire department and police department. Okay, so I've created a whole new little neighborhood in here. Up by Jacaranda, across the freeway from them. I'm just putting in a whole batch of apartment complexes to hold a lot more people, because eventually I want to put in the airlines, and once I do that it'll get pretty noisy, so I don't think I should go any further in that direction, you know. Okay, so I should tell you what I've done. I don't know if you've noticed or not. This is the reason why I'm trying to put in new workers. I mean, look at all these demands for people. But that's kind of beside the point right now. I've also come up here and put in a whole new nightlife area because I needed to get some income coming in. And we have a little bit, but we're down to like $3,500 a week coming in, and that is so not good. But I put in a whole new area up here with a metro line that would take care of them, although doesn't seem to be too many people on it right just yet. I just put this one in, so we can go ahead and come down in here and take a look at this. Let's see here. I think these are parks that, yeah, these are parks that I did not have before. I called them Maison Breeze parks because, well, Mr. Maison's trees and Breeze's flowers obviously are in them. And I decided, and I made them in the beginners tutorials to show the beginners how to do this sort of thing. But, yeah. Well, there's a few people. There's a grandma shopping. Going shopping. Okay. And we have one little tiny store over here that may or may not get used for a while. I just made this particular street of commercial. None of these have had much sim time to, to acquire anybody. I just got all this in. But you can see where it is. It's up above the industrial. It's actually zoned in with the industrial because I can put industrial and commercial and residential all in one zone. I just can't put two different kinds of industrial in one zone, which brings me to, okay, so we're up here in the commercial, the brand new one. Forward from that is the industrial, which is beginning to get all of the oil out. If you look at this, we only have this little bit of oil left, and I think I can go ahead very soon, as soon as these little bits here are done, I think I should try and just do this little bit here. There. Okay, I just want to get this part used up, then I can change the zoning. You see, right now the zoning is, this is all industrial, this is oil, this is ore. Okay, so I want to get the ore and the oil out, and I still have to take all of that out too. Okay, so I have to get oil out of here, which means I need to put some streets in here for it. I'm still not telling you what I already did, but as we go along, I can okay, and I'll just put another one here. Oh, it doesn't want to. Okay. Space already occupied? Really? There we go. Okay. Just want to get rid of these guys. And the only way to do that, the only way to suck the oil out of the ground is to get some industrial in there. So that should do it. Okay. Okay, so hopefully that will fill in and this will fill in as we have industrial need. Right now, I think we have no demand for industry down here, but eventually this will fill in and I will eventually get rid of the oil refining that's over in here and replace it with the, see, that's all that's left of the oil refining is this little teeny tiny piece, and I want to get that out of there, and I want to get this part out of the ore mining, but right now there doesn't seem to be a whole lot of call for industry, so we'll just, and a lot of it's because over here I have established a huge farming area that I'm trying to get started. I did not check, so I had better check to find out if I even have, do I have any sound? Am I doing this with no sound? I probably am. Speakers, recording. Oh, no, okay, I'm doing good. Just checking. I didn't want to do 20, 30 minutes and then find out that I didn't have any sound on it. Okay, so we have our new commercial area up here, working on industry. In the process of doing that, I've created this new little neighborhood, which we might go down and walk through here, only because I want to show you the parks, because they're different, very different parks. I discovered something called standing stones about the time that I was helping, that I was doing the, get down in here, about the time that I was doing beginners series episodes, I discovered that, there, I discovered the standing stones, and I thought, well, that would make something nice at apartment complexes because it kind of brings the park up a little bit in height, just a smidge, and we have these tall apartment buildings on the opposite side. So these guys are in here solely, I hope, to produce workers for the industrial area. And I'm going to tie this one in with a metro to the industrial area, and then we shouldn't have a problem. So that's what I'm doing now. I think I already put a metro in there and tied it to Jacaranda across the freeway here. I'll get up here and take a look at our metro. Come on, get you over here. Okay, so we have a metro coming, and I'll tell you about the metro later too. I'd made some changes there, but out of forestry, which everything else goes into Jacaranda Parkways, we have into Jacaranda Parkways over here on this side, we have a metro going in, and then I ran one from here over across the freeway into this area, but I still have to run a tunnel through. This is what's costing me so much money. Gosh, get my fingers right here. Okay, I need a tunnel going through to this metro from here, so these guys that are workers for here can get there. So that's what we're going to do right now. Real quick, I'm just going to real quick put in a tunnel. And that's as good as anything else, I guess. Okay, and then on the tunnel, I'm going to run, get down here where you can see it. Okay, so on my metro tunnel, I'm going to grab this one, so it lets me create a line. I'm going to follow it all the way up here to this one, past the oil refinery, past the ore, and then up here to this one, add a stop. Now you see I only have one line here still, only going one way, so I have to go back on this tunnel. And I really don't have to go on the tunnel, I'm just showing you that it is the tunnel. All the way back. And tie it up here. You'll notice that when I tie it up, I get a returning line right here. So complete the line. And now I have a line going from Standing Stone's division, and there's our first train, which probably has nobody in it. Yeah, 0 passengers. There'll be about 5 trains that'll run back and forth with no passengers before it will open up and let passengers on. But eventually, the guys that live in these apartment complexes will be able to very quickly get to work right here. Okay, and hopefully that's going to take care of all of these huge amounts of employees needed. And I got to name that line. It runs from Standing Stones to, and see, they all start out saying Metro Line whatever, but I'm changing them to Standing Stone to Industry. Giving them different colors for each run through, and naming them for where they go. So if I'm curious about anything, I know exactly which line I'm referring to that either does or does not have a lot of people on it. Got to make sure that they're paying for themselves. Okay, so we've only got $2,000 a week, which is not good, coming in, but we have a medium demand for residential still, and I'm trying to get industry here. No demand for industry and a low demand for commercial, so we're not going to get much more commercial up here at the top either. I get out of Metro. Up here at the top we're not going to get a whole lot more, but we might get a little bit. Maybe I should just add a teensy bit more street here, just so that it can, if it's able to. There. Okay. And a little bit more. Oh, I didn't want that there. And water goes not all the way. Got to get that up there. And who am I doing here? Which ones are you guys? You are Maison Brise. Okay. So we gotta go find that. Way over here, I think. If I remember correctly. There's one. Where's the other one at? Huh. Okay, there's one, but that's only a 4x4. Oh, here we go. That's the one I'm looking for. The nice big long one. If I can get that in there, that's the one I want to use. Okay, so that'll carry the electricity all the way through, and I'll tie them up with little trails later offline. See, right now I've got all of these guys are tied together. They're the same as these guys, but I haven't tied these guys in yet. With one of these. See, that should go like so, and then from there to there. And I'll do that kind of thing offline later. But right now we're just trying to keep things rolling. Okay, so all of this has been tied into this and should take care of itself in a little bit. We're bouncing between 0 income and 2,000 income. While I was offline, I added more residential because it was asking for it to Willow Walk. All of this back area here wasn't there before. Okay, this whole piece here, park and all. I mean, all it had was one line. Last time we did an episode. And down here, we only had these two lines, and I added all of these because they were needed. And I'm still having garbage problems with this. I've been having nothing but garbage problems with this particular one, and it shouldn't need this many. It's got 2 incinerators, and they're simply not working. And I keep pulling them closer, trying to get them to work, and they're still not working. So I'm becoming very frustrated with them at this point. Let me try something here. Maybe this will work. Huh. Can we not get over the top of this for some reason? Okay. I was hoping that I could run something through here. Maybe here. And then back down. Okay. And maybe that will help. I don't know. I'm at a loss at this point as to what to do with this guy. It's all about the garbage. I've got a lot of sick people and dead people because 2 full incinerators won't take care of the few people that I have here. Just amazes me. Oh, I know why. I do need more because we have apartment complexes in this one, and that always makes more garbage. So these guys are 2 and 5. And that's part of my problem is they don't seem to be putting out what they're supposed to be putting out here, and that's terribly frustrating. Okay, I'm going to try a little trick I tried someplace else once. I put in a garbage dump. Space already occupied. Okay. And a garbage dump has got 12 trucks? How much does it have? A garbage dump has 18 trucks versus 31. Okay, but they're all going to run out, I think, at the same time. I think maybe I can use this as a backup and just pour them into these two when they're not working, because they're not working. They've got garbage reserves 27 for 400,000. So, I mean, they're not even making their own electricity at this point. I'm just really disappointed in them. I mean, they're making electricity, but 2 watts, megawatts versus, it's just sad. It's just really sad. So, we'll see if this helps. If it doesn't, possibly I can, what can I get for electricity here? 8. Let's try this too. Okay, that automatically, I mean, you never know. A little bit extra doesn't hurt. Because these guys are making 3 megawatts and 2 megawatts of power output, barely enough to run their own plants at this point. And maybe that's why they don't have hardly any vehicles going out. Okay. Okay, this one's beginning to pick up. He's putting out trucks now. And I'm doing this so high up you can't see it, so that's not good. Okay, 5 trucks out. There's supposed to be 31 trucks out on this one. He's got 2. And supposed to be 31 trucks out on this one. He's got 9. Okay, so now he's going on for 10. So I'm hoping that this is going to get better. I put parks here to make him happy, a police department, a fire department. I mean, you just can't win. The police department has a dead person who hopefully is going to get taken care of. Have I got these guys in the zone? Oh, there's my problem. I didn't zone in after I moved them down. Oh my goodness, God only knows where these guys are going. Well, there was my problem. I moved them off of the hill way up here because even though I had them zoned in, they weren't working well. I thought maybe it was because of the distance, so I brought them down as close as I could without, having the pollution affect the ocean or the lake or anything else. Maybe now? Oh my goodness, how silly of me. Well, no wonder. Okay, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so now they're working. And we'll leave this one open just long enough to help pick up the garbage now that they know where they're going. And we'll come back and check that in a little bit. Because right now they've got all these apartment complexes and houses that are red or brown that are not happy. And they're going to have sick people in them. And our little clinic down here oh yeah, they're treating 34, 35 people at a time, 8 ambulances out. Okay, I got interrupted again, so we were discussing garbage, and I was going to show you the clinic down here that's handling all the sick people, 34 sick people in one little area, and all 10 ambulances out and running and trying to keep up. So hopefully when we come back and look at this one, it'll be better. Let's see. I told you I created the nightlife and more residential, and I showed you the farming and the metro lines, and that we added, and of course I added water, and when I set up all the extra residential here and here and here, and the new commercial here, and redid the farming here. All of that was an addition, needed new water, new electricity, and so I added more. I added more garbage, more septic. Down here is the septic. Added those guys. I guess I could take it out of the garbage so we can see what we're looking at here. Added more garbage, added more septic, added more water. I even put in a little dam area on the water here. Let's see how that's working. Because the water wasn't deep enough, I used this guy down here, the tool, with the landscaping and the level terrain to create this dam over here. Sorry, got interrupted again. Okay, so right here I use those tools to raise the ground level a little bit here so that this water level in this thing was a lot deeper, so I could put in more water pumps here, which is what this was originally meant for. Okay, so showed you that. I think those are the only changes, and of course all the metro lines, which for some reason are showing. That must be why. Okay, so I did change the metro lines. Metro. Okay. They were previously all one line that just kind of looped around everywhere. And in order to save money on tunnels, and we're in the red already, on tunnels and whatnot, I made separate lines. There's a green line up here, a short orange line here, a blue line going off this way, a red line going off this way, another green line down here, blue line down here. Every time I went from one location to another, from one metro stop to another, I made a separate line. And, well, except for this one, which I just added into this tunnel here, coming off of Willow Walk. So everybody has a separate line, and especially down in here. And I showed you this one that we created. Let's go over and see if it's helping any. Actually, I showed you this one that we created. I've got everything connected with metro lines now, so they shouldn't have as much trouble. Okay, and we have people asking for workers now, but not so many. There's not so many as there were before. I mean, the whole thing was covered previously, and I think, let's go back here and check and see if that's because we have people going into this one now. Okay, this particular one had 44 residents and 3 tourists on it. Standing Stones to Industry. Okay? And so 44 workers have started going to industry to go to work. And I don't know what the 3 tourists were doing. I think they were lost. So I guess what we could do now is join somebody who's up here. Get out of this, because I'm at 28 minutes and I've done all that work already offline so that I could play with you here online. Let's see if we can grab somebody who's headed home. Okay, so the metro line is this way, I think. Yeah. Okay, now if we grab someone who's headed home, like maybe this person, home from work maybe. Okay. Brittany Pierce resides at Underhill Residence. She's unemployed. She is going home though, so let's see where Underhill Residence is, because I want her to go all the way across. Yay! That's a little bit. That's not all the way across. That's not way the heck up here. But it's a little way. She's going to be coming from way over here and going over here into the Willow Residences. So she will be traveling a little bit. I'm not sure which way. She has 2 options. She can come down into Industrial and go up this way, which she probably will. Okay, she's a bad one to go with then. Let's get back down to her. We'll find somebody else, somebody who's going further on a different line. How about this fella? Going home to the Lilac Residence, Charles. And he resides again at, okay, he resides at Waterfront. That's a little better. All right. It's not up on the plateau, but that's good. We'll go follow him. We can't follow him until he gets off of his spike, but as soon as he gets off of his spike, which he's going to do right here, I think. Yeah. Okay, so now he's going home to the Willow residence, and we can follow him. And he should be turning around and heading for the metro here any minute. Yeah, he is. There. Okay, so he's getting on the metro. All right, and he's jumping on the train. And we actually get to ride with him on the train now, which is kind of cool. Okay, so he's headed down into the industrial area, which is right up here ahead of us. You can see where all the little, well, you probably can't because your screen isn't as big, but I can tell it's industrial because it's got the little tags on it that say, you know, we need more workers. So maybe this unemployed guy will find a job down there. Probably not. Although there's definitely work to be had. And if he's not employed, he's uneducated and not employed. He should be looking for work in this area instead of... Did I lose him? We'll see. If he stands and gets off and gets back on somewhere else, we know we still have him. Because somehow I lost his dialog box and I'm afraid to jump out of him at this point. Okay, we're in industry, in the metro, waiting our turn to jump off this train and get on one of the other two, the red one or the green one. Gotta wait our turn. All the other trains are... Yep. I have no control over where I look here, so... There we go. Okay, so if it heads back on the train, then we know... Okay. Okay, we still have him. We just don't have his little block. And I think he's a red now, waiting for a red train, which will be going, by the looks of it, up the hill and into the plateau above here. That's not his train either. He's red. That's a yellow train going back up to where he came from. And if he's standing with the red folks, then he's probably with the red folks waiting. People that are white are getting off the metro and leaving the metro system. People in red, green, blue, yellow are getting on a train with that color. So you see a few people getting on here and there. Here comes the red train. Okay, our turn, maybe, if there aren't too many. There's another one right behind it too, so that'll help. Okay, so he's on the train. And he got on facing backwards. You notice he was facing forwards on the first yellow train, so we got to see where the train was going. Now he has gotten on a seat that faces backwards on the metro, and so we get to look behind us as we go. And not much you can do about that because you can't control your sim once you jump into him. We're headed up the hill from industrial, and we can see the commercial area up there. And I think this one goes to Willow Walk, residential area, which is not where he lives, but he'll have to get off the train there and get on another metro that will take him through to the waterfront area that he lives in. Going underneath the canal there. You saw the canal going by. And headed into the Willow Walk Metro. We should see some buildings flipping by here pretty soon. When you're riding in the metro, it's almost like you're riding on the top of the train, standing up with your head sticking out at ground level above the metro system. Unless it dips down like it did to go under the water there. So that's a quirk that I could probably fix by going down a little lower, but then every time I jumped onto somebody else to do something different than metro, I'd have to fix it. So I just leave it, because it really doesn't matter that much to me anyway. I can still see where I'm going. And we should be in the metro station here pretty soon. There's a lot of the Willow Walk area. Here we go. That we haven't branched out into yet. So, boy, we're still at 1,000 in the red constantly. Well, down to 400 in the red now. For our city, weekly income is not good. But hopefully connecting these people up will help. That's what I'm hoping. He's standing with the people in white, which because there is a white train. I forgot. There is a white train, and I should probably change it to a different color because that's confusing. Because usually people getting off the train in white, or I guess that grayish color, are headed out. They're leaving the station. And I should probably make the white train maybe just a very, very light blue or something, some color other than stark white. But we're waiting to get on the white train now. And you can actually go up here into the metro. Oops, I better not do that. Not while. There we go. I can go up into the metro and do the little magnifying glass to open up and take a look at where the white train goes. And the white train goes from Cherry to Forestry. So we're in Cherry right now, headed for the Forestry Department or metro. And that metro is connected to 3 different lines. And one of them, I think, goes through Forestry and then down through the other Forestry. We go from this Forestry to the second Forestry, and then down into the waterfront where this guy lives. Okay, so this time he got on facing forward, so we're riding the metro forward. That's always nice. I'd prefer to see where I'm going versus where I've been. And that little green thing right there is from way down below this plateau, down in the industrial area, but you still see it sticking up, just like you see all of those. Okay, so now we're headed downhill into the Forestry Department. And you can see the other 2 lines. There's a green line coming from Jacaranda, and there's a yellow line headed to the other Forestry Department, I think. Yeah. See okay, I can leave it. The gray people are getting off the metro. Now he's standing with yellow and green, but I'm guessing that he's getting on a yellow train, just because that would be the direction he'd want to go. He wouldn't want to get on the green and go back to Jacaranda Residences. We're underneath the Forestry Department right now, the Forestry Division. And we're waiting for a yellow train, not the green one. Nope. Not the white one that goes back where we just came from. There it is. Okay, hopefully we'll jump on this one and head for the other Forestry Division. Oh, it looks like it's filling up with people that were here before us. Okay, so we have to wait for one more to come in. There we go. Here comes another one. Maybe we'll get on this one. Yeah. Okay, so now we're going to head up through Commercial, where we may have to get off There's the nightlife industry here that we may be going up into. And then maybe from there we'll be going to, one of the other areas. But you can see how he travels through all of this. And as we've been traveling, our city coffers have begun to get filled just barely. It's running between 0 and 1,000, but it's in income, not in loss of income. Okay, he's going to be getting off, I think, here in this is the nightlife area, the lower level nightlife area that's in between the plateaus and the forestry division. And he'll be getting off here to get on the next train that looks like a blue one. Yeah. As soon as he gets his turn, he has to get up there a little further. It looks like everybody else is going before him. There's a pink train and a blue train that are going in the direction that he wants, and I don't know which one he's going to hop on next. There's 2 lines that come in here and meet up with everyone in this one. So now he is off the yellow train, and you could see where people were going up the metro in gray. He's going to jump on the blue one. And we'll see where the blue one's going to take him. Waterfront to forestry. Oh, that's not it. Must be another blue one. Oh, okay. Sky High Lake to no. He's definitely blue. He could be going to, he's at Forestry Nightlife. I think he's going to Sky High Lake. Because he's definitely going to get on a blue train. Or he's going from Forestry to Waterfront. But I think that is, I really think that's the other one. I think this one is going to go up to Sky High, and then he's going to ride down from there into where he wants to go. We'll see. Do we go to the forestry department on the other end, or do we go to... Oh, that's weird. Oh, that's where I had my... Okay. Okay, so we're at 42 minutes, and we're still on the metro. I guess this is going to be it for this. I mean, we're going to watch him all the way through, even if it goes to 50 minutes. But because I just wanted to show you how the different metros work. Oh, he is going to go up, I think. I've got a sneaking suspicion. Yep, he's headed up onto the plateau. Look at all the buildings up above us, and all of the areas down below to the left. So we're going through the underground here, up onto the plateau, where the little lake is on that part of the plateau. And at that point, he'll jump on another train, which will probably take him to forestry, which will then, from there, take him to Waterfront. I think he has this train and one more to jump onto, and then he's home. Just in time, too, because we're at 43 minutes. Come on, guy. I can't make it go any faster. Ooh, maybe I can. Maybe I can. I have a slider here. If I can get it to work. Okay, now I'm taking it up so that everything moves faster. He's now going on to the pink train. Okay, and that slider that I just used is by Rojoss, R-O-J-O-S-S. You can make things go faster or slower, either one. Faster or slower. Okay, so now he's on the pink train, which I think is going to go down into the forestry department. And like I said, if you wanted to look for speed slider on Rojoss, R-O-J-O-S-S, you get this little guy right here. And you can slow things down by moving the slider this way, or you can speed them up like I've done to get it to go as fast as I can in that direction. Okay, he's riding backwards again, and he's in the nightlife area. I guess he has to hit that one before he can go down. Yeah. Okay, so he's in the upper nightlife area, which is above the forestry and above his waterfront residential, which is down in there. He wants to get down in there, right over there, and he will eventually. We can't see which group he's with because he's facing nobody, but I'm assuming he's with the green group. Okay, he got on a train, and now he's headed downhill, either to his home, which is what I hope because we're at 45 minutes, or into forestry, and from there to his home. I have a feeling he's headed down into forestry, because I think that's the way I set it up. You see, this kid is, you know, for somebody who's unemployed, he gets around. Okay, headed past the White Angels, the turbines, wind turbines, I call them White Angels, and headed into, yeah, the Forestry Department Metro. And there he goes. He's down in the Metro now, off the train, and he should be getting on a blue here any minute. Yep. He's one of the blues, and this one, the blues take them to the waterfront residential. So hopefully we'll make it just before we hit 50, because 50 takes a long time to download or upload to YouTube. So hopefully we'll be able to finish this episode in a minute. It's obviously raining up above, and you can hear the birds from up above. Okay, here comes the blue train, hopefully. Yeah, he's on it backwards. Or, yeah, he hopped on the last cab of the train, and he's headed down into the waterfront district now, which is where he lives. There he goes, headed down into waterfront, where he will get off and head for his house, and at that point we will join him in regular. I better get my little arrow over here so I can click on that. Okay, this time he will get off, he will turn gray, and he will go up the steps, because this is where he's going, is where he lives. And he's in a tunnel, down inside a tunnel, underneath everything at this point. That's what those little things on the side were that were flashing by. They were the sides of the tunnel. Sometimes you can see them, sometimes you cannot. Someday somebody will come up with walls for the metro tunnels, so when you go through them you will, you know, be seeing metro walls. Okay, so we are now and here he goes. Okay, so he's now in. And if I stop this and I tab out of him, I think I still have him. He's on a bike next to the yellow vehicle. There he is. He's got his little blue tab on him. Just wanted to make certain we still had him. And I should show you where he got off at. Okay, so he's down in waterfront. He went all the way from up here, down into industrial, over into this area, down, well, actually, he went from industrial up into Cherry Tree, and then from Cherry Tree down into the forestry department. From the forestry department, he went up the hill to the commercial area. From there, he got off and went up the hill over here, and then down into the forestry, and then from forestry down to here. So that's where he is at this point. And somewhere along the line, I lost him. I gotta go find him again. Where's the metro? Oh, we're at 50. So, okay, well, he's down in there. He's right down in there. And we're already at 50, so I guess it doesn't matter now. And he was next to the yellow cars. And he was headed in this direction. I may have lost him, because he didn't have a dog with him. No, that's Amanda, that's a girl, but that's the direction he was headed, I think. Oh, no, he wasn't. He was this guy. Yeah, uneducated teen going home. So we will go ahead and follow him home. And you'll be able to see the different parks that are in here now, because it looks like he's going that way. We'll see. I put Stonehenge parks, standing stone parks in the new area. Oh, no, it looks like he's headed for the old area. So he's headed, oh, there's the standing stones off to your left. Oh, and he went into his house, I guess, because we lost him and went back to the metro. Okay, so that's the end of this one. And hopefully we'll see you again in episode 37, which I intend to do right now. And we'll see how things go with that one, because we're beginning to get some of our income back. And some things are being built down here now, where we put this extra streets in to get rid of the oil that's underground. That's starting to get filled in, so yay! Things are working the way I was hoping they would. Okay. I guess we'll end up here where we started, up in the commercial area, the new one. And I'll see you in episode 37. Bye.